Dear students, myself Khilesh Kumar, Assistant Professor in English. Welcome to English Literature class. Our today's topic is Walden. Walden is also known as where I lived and what I lived for, or life in the woods. Life in the woods. Woods refers to nature. So the essay Walden was written by a very famous American writer, Henry David Thoreau. So the essay is prescribed in your paper 3rd, American Literature, and Henry David Thoreau is regarded one of the greatest writer in American literature. So today we start the essay Walden by Henry David Thoreau. So dear students, we have read Ralph Waldo Emerson, who was a transcendentalist, and Henry David Thoreau is also a transcendentalist. Both writers belong to transcendentalism. So today, part 1st of the essay. Henry David Thoreau belongs to 19th century and was born in 1817 and died in 1862. Henry David Thoreau was an American essayist, poet, philosopher, environmental scientist. He was also a transcendentalist. His famous creations are Walden, civil disobedience. So these are two famous creations written by Henry David Thoreau. Next. So my dear students, if we talk about the essay Walden, so we find a very beautiful lesson regarding the life, because at present, or we can say in modern time, we all are pursuing power, money, material goods, or we can say we all are running after money. We all are running after materialistic life. And we have forgotten how we should live our life so that we can get inner self, so that we can get inner peace. So through the essay, we find a very fantastic lesson regarding life. And in the essay, the author mentions about the nature. About the nature. And the author was also a very great lover of nature. And through the essay, he tries to convey his message to the human being that we should not run after money, we should not run after making assets, we should not run after material things, but we should run after nature. The author Henry David Thoreau mentions that if you live in nature, if you live in the lap of nature, then you are living your true life. But most people always ignore nature. It means most people have forgotten about the true sense of his life. It means most people are not living their life in true sense because they are surrounded by materialism. They are surrounded by money, power. But what is the right thing? What is the true sense of life? To live in the lap of nature. And Walden is the name of a pond in the essay. Walden is the name of a pond. So here pond is also an object of nature. And in the essay, the author mentions the power of nature, and the author tries to convey that the society in which we are living, is fake. The people who are living in the society, the people who are living with the company of human being, totally fake. The company of nature is very significant according to the author. Or we can say, the author mentions that if you want to get a peaceful life, if you want to get a real life, a peaceful life, then you will have to maintain the company of nature. And a peaceful life with the company of nature is more satisfying than the company of society and human being. So, according to author, most people who are living in this world are living in a fake world. They are not living their life in a true sense. If they want to live their life in true sense, they have to go in the lap of nature. Thoreau got name and fame for his book Walden. So, after this book, the book Walden, written by Thoreau, got name and fame because this book Walden was the milestone in English literature. A reflection upon simple living in natural surroundings. The author tries to analyze the idea about the simplicity. We all know that simplicity is the best policy. There is a proverb. There is an English proverb. Simplicity is the best policy. So simple living, simple life with the natural surroundings is important. In his writings, we find a close observation of nature and personal experience. So, my dear students, in the essay, we find autobiographical note by Thoreau, because he himself was a great lover of nature and he was very influenced by the American writer Ralph Waldo Emerson, who was also a very great lover of nature. And in this essay, Henry David Thoreau mentions about his personal life experience, the experience of his personal life mentioned in the essay. So, we see this is the masterpiece regarding nature value. So, the essay is the detailed description about his personal experience, because the author Henry David Thoreau remained around 2 years near Walden Pond in a cabin surrounded by nature, and after spending in the lap of nature, he wrote the essay. So this